when the progression goes off and when it switches there, it blends because the snares are picking it up. Also, I added more notes inside the log drum. Hello, what's up guys, welcome to Mixing with HGK. Before we get some work done, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. In this specific video, I'll be showing you how to introduce your log drums, also some log drum arrangement tips, or how to change your log drum variations. Also, I have included some useful links in the description, including the log drum link if you don't have a log drum, or if you want the log drum that I'll be using on this video. You can grab the link, is in the description. Also the link to my new Amapiano drum loop that I have released, Ama82K drum loop version 2. So let me just dive in now and get some work done. Okay, so let me just play what I have and then I can dive deep into explanations.
Namanje ngiyakubona ngicela ngikusize ngicela ngikusize ithi ngikusize ngicela ngikusize ithi ngikusize ophethe umelano hayi ngeke ithi ngikusize ngicela ngikusize ngicela ngikusize ithi ngikusize ithi ngikusize ngicela ngikusize ngicela ngikubona ngicela ngikusize namanje ngiyakubona ngicela ngikusize ngicela ngikusize ithi ngikusize ngicela ngikusize ithi ngikusize finish I know.
Okay, alright, so if you want to introduce a log drum, you can try to have something like a pre-bass section whereby you're using a sub bass or a sine bass. In this case, I'm using this one. So this bass that I'm playing right now is the one that is introducing what? The log drum. And then I actually copied the same pre-bass like this, and then I put it on the log drum section. And then if you actually see that some sections are still the same, because at the end of the day I'm trying to do something that is similar to the progression of the song. So after that pre-bass, and then you can jump into a log drum. But before you just jump into that log drum, you need to have these elements. They are very, very important. Let me show you what elements am I talking about. I'm speaking of this. So you can try some snares first, because these elements, those are the elements that highlight the log drum pattern. So for example, if I just play this beat, let me just also switch off the vocals so that you guys can hear nicely. So let me play from here. So you can hear. These are the elements that are making the log drum pattern. So if you want to introduce the log drum, please at least you have like a pre-bass, and then you have these elements after that, so that your log drum can sit well, and this can guide you to come up with a log drum pattern. So in this case, now with my log drum, it sounds like this. And the reason why this is blending nice, it is also I included the progression. So from here, this is the progression of this song. Let me play from here. So I still have those elements here, but then I had to chop it to chop just to it doesn't have to be constant, so I had to chop it. Okay, cool. So let me move forward. So on the log drum number 2, which is this section, now I am emphasizing what I did here already, because once you play your song from here till here, like people, they already know like the song, the log drum patterns, like they are now used to that. So when it goes to the next section, you don't have to change that much, you don't have to change it completely, you just have to emphasize it by adding more elements on top of that, or just adding few notes, but try to stick to your original pattern that you're coming with it from the from the beginning. So now what I actually did here is on top of this, right, on top of this hi-hat, which is this one, I then went to add the snare, because it's time to make the log drum hit hard now, because we're trying to have different variations of log drum or sections. So that's why I ended up adding the snare, and I've completely removed the chord progression now, because now the snares are now busy. And now by removing the chord progression, I went inside the piano roll of the log drum and add more notes for log drum, because now we don't have chord progression, so I'm trying to keep it in a progression by making it busy with the log drum. So let me play everything now, and you can hear that the beat is a little bit naked, but it's not really naked because I'll be having vocals. So if I play from here, when the progression goes off and when it switches there, it blends, because the snares are picking it up. Also the log drum patterns, like I added more notes inside the log drum.
Ngicala ngikusize ithi ngikusize. Ngicala ngikusize ithi ngikusize. Ophethe umelano, ophethe umelano. Hayi ngeke ithi ngikusize, ngicala ngikusize.
So that's it. Let me just switch off the vocals again. And then on the last log drum section, which is the log drum 3. So on the log drum 3, this section, I just I'm now putting back the chord progression, because these are the progressions. So now I have the chord progression on top of the same thing that I was doing, and I just have more changes again. Now I added more tones. So hear that? So I'm now adding. So like I said, the trick is about emphasizing what you did. You understand? So like this is what I did at first, right? And then now on this last one, I'm adding, or I'm just emphasizing it by just changing few things. You understand? That's how you do it. And now I have also introduced the progression, so that the song, it can have more changes. It can have more changes. Without these snares and hi-hats, it will be boring. For example, if I just play like this, because these things, those are the things that makes the log drum pattern, so they are very, very important. That's it, guys. That's it for today. This is how you're going to introduce your log drum. Try something like a pre-sub bass, a synth, or any sign a sub bass. It can work, and then from there, do a simple log drum, and maybe also a simple things in terms of these elements that introduce that makes the log drum patterns, and then from there, take this same section, paste it on the next, emphasizing it by adding more snares on it, and then after that do the same thing again. You can emphasizing it by bringing back your chord progressions or your progression of your song, so that your song can keep trending up and trending, so that people will dance. And that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here, because if you don't do so, I won't feel inspired. But if you make me feel inspired, I'll drop more content for you guys. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Dala ngikubona, dala ngikusize. Namanje ngiyakubona, ngicela ngikusize. Ngicela ngikusize, ithi ngikusize. Ngicela ngikusize, ithi ngikusize. Ophethe umelano, ophethe umelano. Hayi ngeke, ithi ngikusize, ngicela ngikusize. Ngicela ngikusize, ithi ngikusize. Ithi ngikusize, ngicela ngikusize. Ngicela ngikubona, ngicela ngikusize. Namanje ngiyakubona, ngicela ngikusize. Ngicela ngikusize, ithi ngikusize. Ngicela ngikusize, ithi ngikusize. Finish. Hayi ngeke. Finish. I know.